Hi guys, what's up? I hope you are all fine and safe at your home. This is Canvas Academy, myself, Swarup Anand. As we know, we have already entered into the world of vector. In this lecture, I will teach you the types of vectors. There are so many types of vectors, but we discussed some important vectors. Let's come to the lecture. First, equal vectors. What is equal vector? Two vectors having same magnitude and equal magnitude and same direction are called equal vector to each other. That means they are equal vectors. Vectors having equal magnitude and same direction are called equal vector. A vector, that is the, we know the, I have already teach you this symbolical representation is the magnitude of a vector. Magnitude of A vector is equal to B vector and A cap is equal to B cap. That means the unit vector of A is equal to the unit vector of B. Unit vector gives the direction of the vector. That means where magnitude as well as direction is same, then we call that these vectors are equal vector. Next is negative vectors. Negative vectors means they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. The vectors having equal magnitude and opposite in direction are called negative vectors. If we symbolize, then we also write that A magnitude of A, if magnitude of A is equal to the magnitude of B and A cap is equal to minus B cap, that means the direction of A is, or the direction of B is opposite to that A, direction of A, then we call that this A and B are also equal. Then we also write that the A vector is equal to the B vector. Next, number third, null vector. What is null vector? We have already know about the null set in set operation. Children, when we come to know about the different operation, then there is always a null or always a zero. That means in set operation, we know about the null set. Symbolical representation of null set is 5. Like this, in vector operation, in numerical operation is also 0. Then in vector operation there is also a null vector having 0 magnitude and an arbitrary direction. That means a random direction. The direction is not defined. The direction is not defined. It's called null vector. We can symbolize null vector by a 0 and a arrow above it. Now, like this, is symbolized by 0 and arrow above it, represented by a point. It is, we can also represent 0 vector geometrically by just a point. The main purpose to come into existence, the main purpose of 0 vector to come into existence is to express the following expression. A, if we difference A vector from A vector, then what will be? This will be 0. But it is, remember that it is a addition of vector addition. So a vector always gives a vector. Operation of vector always gives a vector. A difference A is always A. Sorry, always a vector. That means 0 vector. A cross in vector multiplication, there is two type of multiplication, or cross product or dot product. The A cross null vector, that means a vector multiplied by a vector then also gives a vector if this is the cross product. If we cross product a vector with another with a null vector, then always it will be 0 vector. When we dot product with another null vector with another vector, then we always get 0. This is just quantities. That means dot product is a scalar product and cross product is always a vector product. In dot product, we multiply these two magnitude of the two vectors. Let's an example. We apply 10 Newton force along east and 10 Newton force along west simultaneously on a body. Then what will be the resultant? This resultant is 0 vector. That means A difference A or A minus A is equal to 0 vector. Vector A minus vector B, vector A is equal to 0 vector. When we subtract two equal vector, then we always get a 0 vector or a null vector. Another word we can say this. Next, unit vector. What do you mean by unit? Let's, I hope something is for you. Let's, it is a vector. Let's, it is a vector of A. Then another vector having unit length. Let this magnitude of this vector is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let the magnitude of the vector is 10. And the magnitude of this vector is 1. If I placed this unit vector, this vector having unit length along the line of the vector A, then this little vector is called unit vector. That means the definition of unit vector is a unit vector of any vector is having unit magnitude and the direction is along the vector. Let's unit vector of any vector having unit magnitude and directed along the given vector is called the unit vector. This is the very important vector. We will also study later the unit vector of orthogonal unit vector. Let A is a vector and another vector is A cap. Another a unit vector having unit magnitude and direction is the same as the direction of A. then this unit vector can be represented as A cap inverted V. This is the unit vector of A. We can say that this is the unit vector of A. We read as A cap. A cap. That means unit vector have a special symbolical representation. When we express a vector, then we give an arrow mark above it. But when we express a unit vector, we placed inverted V above A. Also, it has also a formula. We know, we have already read that A vector is equal to magnitude of A multiplied by A cap. A cap is the unit vector which shows the direction of the vector A. Then A cap, the unit vector of A, is equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. That means a unit vector of a vector is always gives a definite direction to that vector. It shows the direction only. Let's come into the point number 5. Come to the point number 5, collinear vector. Vectors having common line of action are called collinear vector. That means two or more than also two vectors that having the common line of action are called collinear vectors. Collinear vectors, we can also represent that B vector and A vector can be in same direction along the same line of action also, and maybe B and A opposite in direction, but the line of action is common, a single line. Then the collinear vector are two types: parallel vectors and antiparallel vectors. Parallel vectors, same direction. The magnitude of the collinear vector may be same or may not be. If the magnitude is same, then these two vectors will be equal vector. If the magnitude is not same, then we simply call that these are the parallel vector. Only they have equal same direction, but on the magnitude of this vector is not same. So they are only parallel vector. If two parallel vector having same magnitude, then we call that these vectors are equal vector. As we know, the vectors having equal magnitude and having same direction. Parallel vector means they have same direction. So when their magnitude is same, that means they obey the definition of the equal vector. They become equal vector. But antiparallel vectors having same direction, having same equal magnitude and opposite direction. Vectors having equal magnitude and opposite direction are called antiparallel vector. Again, the magnitude of this antiparallel vector may or may not be same. That means magnitude of let A and B are two antiparallel vector, then magnitude of A and magnitude of B may or may not be same, may or may not be equal. If the magnitude of the two antiparallel vector is same, then they are negative vector. vector, because negative vector is equal and opposite, equal magnitude and opposite direction. In this case, antiparallel, when two antiparallel vector having same magnitude are called negative vector. You can also represent A equal to negative of B vector. That means they are two negative vector. Point number 6, co-initial vectors. Vectors having common initial point, common origin, they called co-initial vectors. We can represent, let A, B, C, D are 4 co-initial vector. Then their initial point is common. Let's come into the number 7 point. Coplanar vectors. More than 3 vectors. That means 2 vectors are always in same plane. Let these 2 vectors are always in same plane. If I can change their orientation, then also always a plane. Let this type also, it has a common plane. They lies in a common plane. That means 2 vectors are always coplanar. But when more than two, let 3 or more than 3, let have another plane to be directed as a third vector. Let this is another vector. When we place this in between them, then the 3 vectors having the same plane, but when I change their orientation, so these 3 vectors have not there any common plane. These 3 vectors have not there any common plane. That means there is no plane, no common plane of these 2 vectors. That means 3 vectors may have common plane or may not. If they have common plane, that means they lies on or they placed on a same plane. We call them coplanar vector. Coplanar vectors more than 3 vectors placed in one plane. More than 3 vectors placed in one plane is called coplanar vector. Two vectors are always placed in one plane, but 3 vectors may or may not be in one plane. If 3 vectors in one plane, then their volume of the 3 or more coplanar vector is always 0. How it is? Look. Let we can represent 3 vectors along the 3 sides of this cube or cuboid. Then let this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Then the imaginary box, the imaginary cuboid have some volume, but when I press this cuboid, then it will become a rectangle. That means it has no volume. It has area but no volume. So the volume of 3 or more coplanar vectors is always 0. We can also say that the collinear vector, always the cross product, magnitude of cross product of collinear vector is 0. How it is possible? I will later explain you in at the time of discussion of cross product of vectors. Just remember that the cross product, the magnitude of cross product of two collinear vector is also 0. That means area is 0. Two vector, the two collinear vectors, if we represent in a side of a parallelogram, then the area of the parallelogram gives the cross product of the two vector, magnitude of the two vector. That means the area of the parallelogram is 0 when they become in one line. That means in collinear vectors, they are either, the angle between the two vectors is either 0 degree or 180 degree. When the angle between the two collinear vector is 0 degree, then we call that that they are parallel vector. When the angle between the two collinear vector is 180 degree, then we call that these vectors are anti-parallel vector. Guys, in this lecture, this much of knowledge is sufficient to you. Bye.